Hello, and welcome to my tarot corner. And today, I just have to show you, this is my notebook in which I write the possible topics for readings. And every day I just feel more and more and more, because there are so many questions that come up, and every day I just get another page filled. So what I wanted to do today is check the harkles and their Netflix connection. There are two things. First, there were calls for Harry to sever his contact with Netflix because of the Diana musical that I haven't watched, but I understand that people who did watch it said that it was a complete waste of time, and someone even actually described it as really his ears and are still ringing and still painful for him to remember the horrible ordeal. And so that is one thing. And the other thing is that apparently they also feel that they need to go away from walk away from Netflix after Harry's declaration in the opera interview that his motive for signing up with Netflix was money only. Looks like Netflix don't feel so comfortable with them being on board so much as they did. And I still remember the video of the CEO of Netflix telling how happy they are that the Sussexes came aboard, and how sure he is that they have so many great ideas and they are such a great asset. But since then it's been more than a year and we haven't seen anything, when we just heard about this Pearl venture by Megan and David Furnish. And on the other hand, there were talks about Harry doing another video for Netflix about the Invictus Games, and he was supposed to go to England in September. Well, September is gone, and he hasn't gone to England and hasn't filmed anything. So I'm back with the tarot of the oppositions because I really want to see both positive and negative energies in this question. And I am going to ask whether or not they are going to leave Netflix, and we'll see what we get. And first I'm going to clear the cards as always. And then I will start asking the questions. So will Harry and Meghan leave Netflix? Will Harry and Meghan walk away from their Netflix contract? Will Harry and Meghan walk away from their Netflix contract? Will Harry and Meghan walk away from the Netflix contract? So let's see what we get. And I will start with the across, and then I'll see if I do if I if I need more cards or not. So let's begin. So the significator card is the Ten of Swords, but in the reverse position. It looks to me, yeah. This is the Ten of Swords in the upright position, and this is the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. Now, the Ten of Swords is kind of a difficult card. It is, but it is also, especially in the Rider-Waite card deck, a card that does have some kind of hope when it is in the upright position. Because if you remember how it looks in the Rider-Waite, in the Rider-Waite we see a person lying on the ground with the Ten of Swords in his back, but there is this rising of the sun way back in the horizon. So the meaning of the Ten of Swords in the upright position is tranquility after the storm. And we can see here that the snow is starting to melt from this person. But here he is still locked inside this cube of ice. So this is the negative aspect of the Ten of Swords. And the negative aspect is someone who is conducting himself from feeling danger, from some kind of a survival instinct. It is someone who is in a distraction mode, also a very aching back. It does signify back problems, but it is someone who is pessimistic, difficulty to rehabilitate, and is sacrificing himself. So this is the significator card, and let's see what led to this. So they still, and whenever I get the Ten of Swords, especially when I do clients reading, I ask the client whether the storm has already gone over him or not. Because if the storm hasn't gone over him, then the storm will come. And after the storm, then the new sun will rise. So here they are still very much inside the storm. And what led to this storm that they are in it? And we get the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So this is also a negatively aspected card. And the Eight of Cups, when it is in the upright position, says, let go. Whatever will be, will be. It is a card of leaving the subject of the question and letting the universe do its course. But when it is negatively aspected, as in here, it is a despair. It is someone who is giving up unwillingly. So they don't want to leave Netflix, but they don't have a choice. And maybe because Netflix doesn't give them the choice. Maybe Netflix is the one that is demanding them to leave, and maybe it could be because they haven't produced anything yet, or because Netflix don't feel very comfortable with the fact that the only reason the Harkles signed the contract with them was the necessity for money. So they are unwillingly giving up this this contract, and this is leading them to this very, very difficult place, and they are right now in the middle of the storm. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go next. What is the basis of this? So the basis is Wow, we get one difficult card after the other, and we get the Hermit, and the Hermit, once again, in the negative aspect. This is the reversed position of the Hermit. This is the upright position. Now, once again, I can tell you that my master that were in the tarot used to tell us that there is no bad cards in the tarot, because in every card is teaching us something, and the Hermit is teaching us that the need to search for the truth. And the Hermit is someone that is actually going to be alone, but out of choice, because he wants to find out the truth. He wants to go inside to meditate and find the truth. But when he is negatively aspected, we're speaking about someone who is has a tendency to procrastinate. He is waiting for things to happen, but he doesn't do anything. This is someone who is very, very lonely, is not paying attention to his surrounding. So this is the basis, and the basis is that they weren't truthful. They weren't truthful. They didn't speak the truth when they signed the Netflix contract. They lied, and this led for all of this. And because they weren't truthful, and because after signing the contract, they procrastinated, they didn't come up with anything for Netflix. This is also another reason why Netflix don't want them anymore. And what do we have that crowns it? And what we have in the crowning position is another negative card. And I assure you that I shuffled this deck quite a lot, and we've got the Emperor. The Emperor in the negative position. Now, the Emperor is the archetype of the father. And we already know that both Meghan and Harry have problems with their fathers. Now, when this is a positive card, we're talking about a person that controls the material world with authority, can solve problems. But when it is a negative, in the negative position, when it is reversed, we're talking about someone who is fearful of losing control, someone who is very difficult in anger management. He cannot, and this is probably referring to both Harry and Meghan. And I have heard rumors about especially Meghan and the way that she reacted to Harry's reaction when he saw Kate in the golden dress. And if you know River, that was a really hilarious video that he did. And what he said there, and I heard it from two sources actually, is that when Harry saw that picture, they were sitting in the living room with Doria, and all three of them were looking at their phones or tablets, whatever, and Doria was the first one to see the picture. She showed it to Harry, and Harry's reaction was, wow. And then Meghan saw it, and when she saw it, and when she couldn't get it, she couldn't forgive Harry for this very natural wow reaction when he saw Kate. I mean, it was really, really something that comes out naturally from a man who sees a goddess in front of him, and Megan just couldn't contain that. So Megan is very, very very angry person. She cannot manage her anger. She is bursting out, and she's very competitive, and the emperor in the negative position is also someone who is very competitive, a perfectionist, and has difficulties in expressing emotions. So this is what crowns this reading. So what crowns this reading? What is the energy that is around the whole Netflix debacle is the fact that they have problems with their fathers, and they cannot manage their own anger. They cannot actually produce anything. They are competitive and perfectionist, but they are immature, and especially in their relationships, and without being truthful, and without being able to let go, as the Eight of Cups is calling them, and letting go of the angers, letting go of a lot of other things that they should have let go, and of course they are in some kind of a despair, which led and they have to walk away from Netflix, whether it's because Netflix wants them to walk away, or because of the Diana musical, or other things, but they need to walk away. They don't want to, but they need to. And right now they are in this turmoil. They are in this very, very bad place of Ten of Swords, and that's before the sun rose. And what do I see for the future? So for the future, another negative card, and that's the Strength. Now, when the Strength comes in the positive position, it signifies that you can find, or they can find, the strength within themselves. But when it is reversed, like here, so here we see a woman who is controlling the lion, and here we see that the woman is unable to open the lion's mouth, so she's unable to control him because she doesn't have the strength. And so the Strength card is, when it is in the reverse position, it means that they are in lack of control, and this is for the future. Lack of control, difficulty in self-fulfillment, probably addictions, insecurity, and ego problems, physical weakness and low self-esteem, and letting others control us. So this is what I see for the future. I see for the future, it looks like they will have to let others control them. They will be weak physically and mentally. They will be insecure, and I can see lack of control in their way of handling themselves in the future. In the underlying energy here, I have the Fool. Now the Fool comes here in the upright position, and because it is a part of a very, very negative reading all along, it is negatively aspected, but still the Fool is someone that values his freedom, and he actually ignores reality, he ignores the obstacles, and he just goes out for the freedom. And I can see that like as as being freed from their Netflix agreements in this setting. The Fool is just walking away from the Netflix agreement. And just for the fun of it, I will take one card from the middle. Let's see what we have. This is the first time I do that on camera. And I get the Two of Pentacles in the upright position. Now the Two of Pentacles is a card of someone who is juggling things, juggling work and family, juggling between many things. And this is a card of fake conflict. So there is some kind of conflict, and the conflict here, I suppose, is whether or not to stay with Netflix or to walk away because of the Diana musical, because of other reasons, because Harry came out and said that the only reason he signed with Netflix was because he needed the money, and that didn't pen well with Netflix themselves. So this is a fake conflict because he actually knows what he should do, and he knows that he should walk away from Netflix. So this is the reading about Netflix and the harkles, and I am now going to take a card from a deck that is called the Rebel deck. Now I have to first warn you that there are quite a few four-letter words in this deck. And since I see both Harry and Meghan as rebels, so, or at least Harry is a rebel, rebelling in his family's values, I just want to see what this deck will tell us about the way they see themselves. So first I'm going to just clear the energies from the deck, although I haven't done a lot of readings with it because it is really full of four-letter words. So most of my readings are not with this deck. So what do Harry and Meghan think about themselves and their own dealings? What do Harry and Meghan think about the way they are dealing with Netflix? What do Harry and Meghan think about their dealings with Netflix? What do they think about their dealings with Netflix? And let's see what we get. Okay, so drink a smoothie, unfriend that a-hole, and throw some shit out. Detox. Okay, so this is what this card tells them, that they feel like they need to detox, to take all the toxicity out, and just or maybe that's what this deck is telling them, just take all the bad stuff out and relax, detox, relax, start relaxing, stop going and talking against everyone in all media possible. Start relaxing, detox, and find your peace. So, will they? Won't they? I don't know. We'll see. I hope you liked it. If you did, just like and subscribe, share, write me a comment. You can find my email on the description box, so you can also email me with requests. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.